So, uh, those of you who don't know what DivaCup is, it's a menstrual cup which looks like this. And you basically pick it up near your vagina and it collects the menstrual blood in here, and then you dump it out when it's full or whatever. And then you reinsert it and it will have to clean it and stuff. So it's reusable, so it'll save you lots of money and help the environment and all that good stuff. This one's obviously clean. So some people, I guess most of the questions related to it would be like, what if you're gonna pull the toilet or something like that, or ew, that's gross. So it can stay inside of you for up to 12 hours, I believe. So basically you can wake up, put it in, and then keep it in there all day, and then take it out before you go to bed, and then do the thing next morning. And it usually fills up like up here or so. That's 7.5 milliliters according to the markings on it. So that's not a lot, really. Like, it kind of totally changes like your relationship with your period, I don't know. So yeah, you just, like, for me, always on the toilet when I do it. So I wake up, take it out, dump it in there. I'll take like some toilet paper or a paper towel and like wipe it out in the middle and the inside, and then throw that in the toilet too, just because it's more sanitary. And then I will wash it, with soap at the sink. That's the one thing. You gotta wash your hands like a lot. That's the one thing I noticed. Like, you wash your hands before you take it out, and then you wash it, and then you wash your hands again. So it's like covered in soap. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about my experience in a bit. But yeah, basically you'll hardly ever have to take it out or put it in or do anything when you're in a public bathroom, because you can just keep it in there for 12 hours. Like, I like don't think about my period at all when I'm using it. So I've used it for 3 months, so 3 different periods, and I never had to do it in public. But the DivaCup website, they recommend that you just clean it out with a wet towel and then clean it for real, like with soap, as soon as possible. It's not like it's, you're not gonna really hurt yourself. It's your own blood, it's your own stuff. So, yeah. But, so for me, my experiences, I had heard about DivaCup first last spring, because a girl in my women's lit class was like, have you heard of DivaCups? And we're all like, what? Because first of all, it's a pretty silly name, like DivaCup. Like, I'm suddenly so much of a diva because I put a cup in my vagina. But then I saw people on Tumblr, all the feminist people I follow were like, oh, I changed my life, and I've never really had much good luck with pads and tampons. Like, I always used to double up, like a tampon and a pad, but it's not like I have really heavy flow. It just, tampons don't really absorb well for me. And I like the backup, just in case I can't take the tampon out or whatever. But this is just so much easier. Like, if it feels uncomfortable or whatever, I can just go to the bathroom, fix it or something, or dump it, clean it, whatever. It's not like you have to keep it in all day if you want to empty it, just in case. But like, I feel so clean the whole time, because really, like, you won't get any blood anywhere, unless like it comes out while you're switching, or if you bled before you put the cup in, like the first day. For me, I'm like very regular, so I'll put the cup in like when I know within a 12-hour period that I'm probably gonna get my period, period, just in case. So it's just like, less surprise, and yeah. Oh, I guess I can mention, like, so like I said, here's the size of it. It has these ridges here and this little thing so that you can pull it out easily. But when you put it in, they recommend you either go like this, you fold it like that, and you just like stick it in. So it's basically the size of like tampon stuff. It's really easy to put in for me. So you just put it in and then it kind of like, you know, undoes itself and it like goes in like this. So that's just sticking out like a tiny little bit. Like you shouldn't be able to feel it. So yeah, yeah. And then when you take it out, you just like, you can pull it down like this, actually, so like blood won't spill, say if you're not on top of the, like sitting on the toilet. It could be clean removal, and then you just dump it out and clean it. Yeah, and like it felt really comfortable, like I never really felt anything uncomfortable, like with, sometimes tampons can be uncomfortable for me. But the one thing that's weird is that first I noticed when I put it in, oh, you can also fold it like this, in half like that, but for me that's like too much springing, really. Like, I think this is easier. Like, once you're used to putting this size inside of you, then it should be fine. So for me, when I first put it in and it like suctioned like that, it went kind of like this inside, so it was like suction-y, and that is one of the weirdest feelings ever, like suction cup on your, I don't know, vaginal walls. Like, I'm not really good at my down there anatomy. Yeah, and so taking it out, I had to be like, it's awkward. But like it's really easy to take out if you're sitting on the toilet. I found sometimes if I'm standing up, I have to be like, oh, reach out in there. But yeah, like your body will naturally like push down on it, so it's not gonna get lost out there. And there's only so far it can go. Like it's pretty wide. And as for spillage, yeah, I've never, like I said, maybe on the first day if I don't catch my period early enough, there'll be like leftover stuff. So I'll just have a panty liner. But I think, yeah, I usually just do panty liner the first day. My periods are like 5 days long, so the other days it's just the cup that I care about. And yeah, and it comes with this little pouch thing. It says Diva on it, because I'm a diva. So after you clean it, you can just put it in here, and it's not going to get like all contaminated. But then at your next cycle, you clean it again before you use it, obviously. So, I don't know what else. It's just like, you have this one thing, you know, if you're gonna go on vacation or something, you don't have to pack tons of pads and tampons and like, oh my god, I wonder if it's gonna be a heavy period or whatever. And like you really don't have to think about it all day. And it's clean, like I feel so clean, like I forget that I have it in there and I'm like, like, I don't know, you don't feel gross, you know, like in the summertime, if you have a pad or whatever, like, yeah, never, this is just, it feels like you don't have a period. And like I said, it saves money. This cost maybe $30. I don't know if it was 30 euros or dollars, but I got it in Amsterdam. That's like, what a coincidence. I just saw it on Tumblr again and I was like, okay, I need to find this. And I thought I would just have to wait until I came back to the US, but then I found a store that sold it, so it worked out. So about 30 somethings. I think it's dollars. Right? That sounds kind of a lot if it's 30 euros. Anyway, $30 or so. These last, I think they say 3 years. Is what you can keep using it for. So compared to pads and tampons, and think of all that waste, like the plastic of the applicator and the tampon itself, and the little string, and the plastic it's in, and the box it's in, and then with pads, you have the pad itself, and the plastic that's in, and the box it's in. It's like, so save the earth with the sky. It's totally safe. I don't know, what do they call it? Like, approved by those people who care about things, made in Canada. So, yeah, just, this will change your life. I guarantee it. Do it now. And also, one little tip, sorry DivaCup, don't listen, but is another brand of menstrual cup called Soft Cup, which you can actually use like during sexual intercourse. I haven't tried that, but my roommate like raves about it, because it goes up higher against the cervix, and so yeah, and also mess free and everything. So if you want to have sexy times on your period without a mess, then Soft Cup's good. But this just for normal periodiness. And also, I'm probably imagining it, but I feel like my period is shorter, but I think I'm just crazy. But maybe it's easier to notice if you're not bleeding over a 12-hour period, you know? But yeah. Like, it's cool, and I'm not, I don't know, totally grossed out by anything. Like, it's just blood. Like, I barely have to interact with it, you know, just take it out and dump it, wipe it, clean it, like, put it back in. It's so easy and just, okay, do this. Buy it. You know you want to.